everybody out there, this is Seto, and today for you guys we're going to be talking about, has Yu-Gi-Oh! Been getting stale lately? And I know a lot of people have been talking about this, and I just wanted to talk about it a little bit generally right now, and the state of the game, I guess you can see from my point of perspective. I've been playing online recently, over winter break I've been playing when I was gone for those 2 weeks. I was playing online, I've been talking with some friends and everything, and a lot of people believe that the game has gotten to a point where it's really stale at the moment. But you do have to keep a couple of things in mind here. We have Heroes coming out in about a week or so. We have the new set coming out with Inforoids, if you want to play those. We also have the new Tribal Force set coming out early next month with our Neocloss, our Spirit Beast, the Hermit Yokai. So you have a whole bunch of new archetypes coming out in a very short amount of time, or old archetypes getting new support that people really are looking forward to. Granted, Stratos did not come off the ban list, but that's beside the point. People are really feeling right now that the game is kind of just it's boring, because since Duelist Alliance, what have we been dealing with month after month, day after day, in one shape or form of the other? Shaddoll's, Stella Knights, Burning Abyss. That's about all. That's the 3 decks we've been facing for the last 6 months about. September, October, November, December, January. So the last 5 months about, we've been dealing with those decks. I think we did come out in August. I can't remember. But 5 to 6 months here about, we've been dealing with the same 3 decks. And anytime that happens, the game gets really stale. And granted, we also have a lot of Floodgate cards floating around. And yes, I believe to some extent they're a necessary evil, but they've kind of slowed you either win or you lose right away. And the game has just become so fast now compared to what it was just in hat format, or hand artifact trap tricks format, or just from what it was at the beginning of the year. It's just sped up so fast that it's just gone crazy, it feels like, to some extent. And the ban list hasn't dealt with it in the way we were hoping for. The last 2 ban lists, that is, it hasn't dealt with it at all, really. And people really feel the game is just kind of boring, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Is always going to be this way. But I tell you this, and I say this with serenity, that the game will change. The game will evolve. Why? Because the game is a living organism, you could say. That may sound very weird, that a card game, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a living organism, but it's actually true when you stop and think about it for a second. The game always changes and evolves to some extent. Little things here change and evolve. Tech cards change and evolve. Popular decks come and go, and they lose. They get power creeped. The game changes. The game evolves like a living being. We are living beings, so we kind of make up this thing called Yu-Gi-Oh! And in that fact, make it a living organism to some respect, if you understand where I'm trying to come from. But I just want to say to everybody out there that's feeling that the format and the ban list hasn't really been doing anything, and the format's really stale and boring. From personal experience, I'm going to just say this. I have always felt, for the longest time, that the September to early January formats, that period of time right there, each year in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the most boring time in the game. It's always the spring, late February, March, April, May, June, July. That's when the game's really going. That's when people are just like super excited. Things are changing, new things are coming out, things of that nature. It's just more, I feel, people are into the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know if there's a reason why that is, but it's just something I've noticed from playing this game for a long period of time. In the fall and early winter part of the year, the game's boring to everybody. I don't know why. Maybe people will stay inside a lot and just play Yu-Gi-Oh! So much they become bored of it. Or they get sick and tired of playing the same deck for that long period of time. Because just take a look at last year at this time. We had just gone through dealing with the Dragon Rulers, and them finally killing the Dragon Rulers off to some extent, because they banned Dragon's Ravine and things of that nature. So, and they put all the big dragons to 1. That had just happened a year ago. This past, we were just coming off that a year ago almost. So, if you remember that format, you remember how boring it was then. just one deck, just constantly dominating along with spellbooks. And we're kind of in the same rut right now, except instead of one deck, we have 3 decks. Shadows, Burning Abyss, Stellar Knights, to some extent. Other decks are in there, but those are the main 3. And so, like I said, I say to you again, do not fret. The game is going to change. It's going to get better. Don't give up hope. Hope, believe. And just when you get bored in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, like I said before, and when I talked about the 3 things you can do when you get bored in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh to make it fun again, play with good friends, and play casual decks with good friends. I promise you, that's going to make a world of difference. I promise you. So guys, till next time, take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling. I hope you all had a great holiday season, and I'll see you guys next time. I hope you enjoy this video, and remember, the game will get better eventually. It has to. Otherwise, Konami will not make money. That's a joke. But take care, everybody. Setsu Kaba, I'm out for you guys. Till next time. Take care, everybody.